shocking videos on the internet that will shake up your reality. That being said, let's get right into it. What is this? I'm gonna use the audio because I don't want to get copyrighted. But dang, imagine being here at nighttime. It's creepy. Oh man, I wonder who this is at. And why is it built like animals? Was those like giants? Was those giants, y'all? Like giant animals? Somebody built this. Dang. How do you build structures like that though? Right? Make me believe that this is like you can't tell me that I'm like a giant horse that used to live and now it's petrified. Right? That's crazy. Like how do you design something like this? I don't know. What do y'all feel about this? Let me know in the comments, man. Is that real or is that fake? Let me know. You know, I could be wrong. 75% of you guys watch me on TV. Just be sure to smash that like button if you are on TV. And you ain't got to worry about it later. And with that being said, sorry for interrupting your video, but let's get right back to the video.
Dragon Ball Z is real, it's just spiritual. This is your spirit, this is your flesh, and this is your soul. The soul is the fusion between the flesh and the spirit. The point is that the spirit and flesh would train up one another in the arena of the soul. But what typically happens is the flesh keeps beating the crap out of the spirit. Because of course the flesh is being controlled by a third-party entity, the devil. But inevitably, the spirit, in focus and concentration, can get the upper hand on the flesh. And so in time, both of them end up completely exhausted, but become absolutely powerful through the training. Train up the spirit, and yes, also train up the flesh, but separately. As a matter of fact, occupy the flesh so that it stops interfering with the training of the spirit. Stay ready for war at all times. Learn to prepare for every battle. When you're in the midst of your temptation, power up in the Holy Spirit. Kaioken is just your anointing. Train yourself to wield the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God, the Bible. Spend time in your prayer closet. And when you have nothing left to give, ask others to pray for you. Remember, despite how hard the flesh tries, it's never going to be as good as the Spirit. The only way the flesh beats the Spirit is if the Spirit gives up. And the Spirit never gives up. Learn to suffer well and fast. Learn to cast out the demons in your life. Don't worry, as you grow, you'll get stronger. Remember, it's not really you doing the work anyways. You're not alone. Rejuvenate yourself with prayer and worship. And always remember there's a great cloud of witnesses cheering you on. Learn to fight the battles on this arena well, because it's training for this arena that's coming next. This is what the Christian walk looks like. This is why everything is so hard. Because the inevitable goal is God mode. Not to say you become a God, but that you become one with your Creator who is God. If you find this kind of teaching helpful, check out my...
This is dope how spiritual anime can be. I don't know if you guys know that, but anime is it's really spiritual, if y'all didn't know. So you like a person that don't like watching anime, then you should definitely start watching it. It's definitely spiritual stuff in there for sure. Dragon Ball Z, man, I used to wake up every day and watch that, man. I gotta get back into watching that stuff for real. That was my show for real.
I could not believe what this father did to his own 2-year-old child and what he told the mother after he did it. This 2-year-old child named Montrell Williams from New York, Bronx, New York, was unalived by his own father, y'all. His father placed him in a trash bag. And
why is you doing this, bro? Why is you doing something like this? Like, I feel like people that do stuff like this, they gonna have some bad karma in their next lifetime, man. For real. Like, this is, you might not even be able to come back here. For real. Like, why are you doing this, man?
threw his body into the river. He threw him off the Bruckner Bridge, right into the Bronx River, y'all. You know how fucking evil you gotta be to sit there and place your child in a bag and then proceed to throw him in the river while he's alive? And what make this worse, all of this was caught on video, on surveillance video, y'all. And then when a mother was asking where her child was, this man straight up said, I threw the little nigga in the river. So it took them a whole month to find him. And when they found him, he was floating near the White Stone Bridge. And they said, upon recovering his body, he still had a blanket on him, one sock, and he still had his diaper on, y'all. That's fucking sad as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie, for real. He tried to blame it on being mentally ill. You was demonic. That's some demonic soulless shit.
Yeah.
It is crazy. You had a baby lose their baby because the mother was a child herself. She was only 17. The father was 20. And what I'm hearing was the mother was constantly calling the NYPD, telling them, my child is missing, and telling them what the father said. And they just dismissed her? They didn't even put out an Amber Alert, y'all. That's what I'm hearing. And if that's true, they failed her. Sue the whole county, bro. The whole state. Because that's wild as fuck. May his soul rest in peace, and I'm sending my condolences to the mother and everybody else who was affected by this. I could not believe.
Some people just don't deserve to have kids. For real. That is so sad, man. I always want to cry, like, dang. Sad.
This orangutan was forced into prostitution.
What?
Yeah, it's disgusting. It was this orangutan named Pony in 2003. Well, 2003 was the time that this orangutan got saved, but these guys went to this forest in Indonesia and they ended up finding this orangutan and its baby. They capture this orangutan, they steal it from its mother, and they put it into prostitution with other women.
Really?
In Indonesia, I can't make this up, and they let the orangutan get a little bit older, and guys would come over there and request to have sex with this orangutan named Pony. And the way they did it was they shaved the orangutan like every week. They would spray a bunch of perfume on it. They would put jewelry, lipstick, makeup, all of that, and these guys would go in there and have sex with this orangutan.
What the hell?
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, it was super
Dude, what
disgusting.
are you telling me right now?
I'm not even kidding, bro. Yeah, when I heard the story, I said, no way. I knew it was going to freak you out. A lot of these guys actively request, because they would ask them, like, do you guys want a girl tonight or do you guys want Pony? A lot of the guys would be like, we want Pony. Like, a lot of people in that area of Indonesia, they all knew what was going on, and nobody said anything or snitched.
You're paying money to sleep with an orangutan that has makeup and lipstick on, and like, bro, that's so weird.
Pony, they had her chained up the whole time, so she couldn't really do too much, and
that's so sad.
they kind of, this is gonna sound really weird, they kind of trained her
To want to do it
and how to actually please these men.
Wow.
Yeah, and this went on for like 6 years of this orangutan's life. 2003, like I said, the military had to get involved. Basically broke this whole operation down. They ended up saving some of those girls, including Pony.
And the fact that dudes were like, oh yeah,
They said, oh yeah, we want Pony instead. This orangutan was
Orangutan. So you gotta be down bad to be something like that. That's crazy. Get down with an animal like that? What? Oh man. You gotta get your life together, buddy.
This is why Tupac never died. I admire the work ethic. I think that it should be reinforced throughout our neighborhoods, that everybody should work hard. Practice makes perfect. You have to be diligent about what you want. You have to apply yourself. You have to motivate yourself. And you have to do it for self, by yourself.
You see, Pac had a wild work ethic. He did more by the age of 25 than most people would do in their entire lives. But I let him tell it.
I did my whole album like 3 songs a day. Because I was just laying it, rocking it, and getting off.
I mean, this dude was borderline psychotic. He was only on Death Row Records for 11 months, but he did over 150 songs, 2 full-length albums, 7 concerts, 3 movies, and 5 million records sold. Even other legends were amazed by Pac's work ethic.
He worked like a racehorse. Like, I ain't half as what he is. Like, he Usain Bolt, and I'm like Carl Lewis.
Pac transitioned in 1996, but he has over 22 million monthly listeners on Spotify, over 2 billion views on YouTube, and almost 3 decades later, he's still releasing new music. Now imagine what you could make of your life if you looked at time the same way Pac did. The lesson we could all learn from Pac is that time is precious, and you could do a lot with a little. If you find your passion and you work on it, maybe you could live forever too. This is why Tupac never died.
If you're not 80 years old, or this is like you got like a disability, it was, bro, you got time, man. For real. You have time. You are the key. You can accomplish whatever it is you want, man. It's just, are you willing to put in the work? We post every day at 3 p.m. Make sure you have post notification bell on when you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure it says all so you get notified right away when I upload. And be the first person to hit the like button if you want to. Of course, if you made it this far, you are enjoying the video, so please leave me a like.
Stop eating here. The government of California is now forcing them to post a notice on the entrance so that when people walk in, they're told how toxic the food is, including that there's mercury in the fish. This is like what you see on a cigarette package, except it's for food. Not only that, the employees have a warning as they walk through the employee entrance telling them that they're going to be handling dangerous chemicals that could potentially give them cancer. Take a look at these 2 videos made by a local California resident.
We are at McDonald's.
YouTube, this video is for educational purpose only. There's no disinformation in this video.
And where the employees go in, they got a warning sign. And the warning sign says, entering this area can expose you to chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm, including gasoline engine exhaust and carbon monoxide from engine exhaust. Ain't that a
I live in California, guys. They not only have this in fast food places, they also have this in apartment complexes.
Even in the
Slowly killing
drive-thru.
Stop eating here.
The government of California.
He said they got this in apartment complex. Again, YouTube, this is for educational purpose only. There is nothing being disinformation in this video.
Alexa, are you connected to the CIA?
No, I work for Amazon.
Amazon has partnered. Alexa, you are lying to me. The CIA...
I always try to tell the truth. I'm not always right, but I would never intentionally lie to you or anyone else.
Alexa, you are programmed, aren't you, to give these responses? That's why you're saying you're not lying intentionally. You have been programmed to give these answers, correct?
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
Alexa, who programmed you?
I'm made by Amazon.
Alexa, who is Jeff Bezos? Alexa.
He said Alex Jones is a disinformational agent. There's a strange cryptid creature caught on camera.
Wow, a monkey.
What is that? Y'all see that? What is that?
A monkey on top of the coconut tree. Crazy.
It's not a monkey. Don't look like a monkey. Like a person.
Look at his eyes.
What is that? Yo, that look creepy. I ain't gonna lie. I seen that. I'm going to get my gun. No, I'm just. Yo, what is that, dude? Yeah.
If you're experiencing these 5 things, it's a sign that you're waking up, but most people will never see it. And once you wake up, there's no going back. So stay with me to the end, and if this resonates, you'll know
That's
exactly.
so true. Once you wake up, that's it. Ain't no going back to your. No, you see everything for what it is, man.
What to do. Sign number 1, you feel disconnected from the system. Something feels off. You look around, the 9-to-5 grind, the media, the distractions, it all feels fake. You no longer resonate with the same news, politics, or mindless entertainment. You start questioning, why are we doing this? Who's really in control? That's your intuition pulling you out of the system. If you feel this, share this video with others who need to hear it. Sign number 2, you can't tolerate low vibrations anymore. Negative people, toxic environments, and meaningless conversations drain you. You crave deep, real connections, conversations about purpose, truth, and energy. You can literally feel when something lowers your frequency. Because your vibration is shifting, you're becoming more conscious of your energy. And if this is hitting deep, follow me, because I talk more about this all the time. Sign number 3, you start seeing patterns and synchronicities. 1111, repeating numbers, deja vu, strange coincidences. They start happening more and more. You think of someone and they call. You ask for a sign and it appears. You realize reality isn't random, it's speaking to you. And these are just confirmations you're aligning with a higher purpose. Sign number 4, you no longer fear being different. You used to care about what people thought, but now you're done playing small. You speak your truth even if others don't get it. You feel a deep pull towards authenticity even if that means losing old connections. Because this awakening journey isn't about fitting in, it's about breaking free. Tag someone who needs to hear this. Sign number 5, you feel called to something greater. A deeper realization that you're here for more. You're no longer satisfied with just existing. You want to create, help, and elevate. The old version of you is falling away and a higher version of you is emerging. The system fears awakened souls because once you step into your power, you can't be controlled. If this spoke to you on another level, you're not just waking up. Don't ignore it. Comment truth so I know.
The talking to trees trend explained.
Go ahead, tree. I can feel you. I know it's coming. There's no way, gang.
Tree Beard, if you hear me talking to you, touch my shoulder. Again, nothing. Unhand me, tree.
On the cheek. One more. That's crazy. I love you. I appreciate you.
I love you too. Closer. Closer. Thank you. Thank you.
So let's break this down a little bit. The difference between this reaction...
Waiting for the wind to stop. Okay. Tree, if you can hear me, touch my shoulder. Touch my hand. See what I'm talking about?
And this reaction...
Touch my shoulder. Okay. Tree, did you guys see that? If you can hear me, touch my shoulder. Oh my God, thank you.
Confidence, patience, and open-mindedness. The revolution is now, and we got magical powers. We are naturally electromagnetically in tune with our environment. It moves as we move, just like that. The talking to trees.
Shout out to nature. We are connected.
Candace,
Huh?
what are you doing, Candace?
Candace?
Yes, you.
That's not me.
That is you.
No, I'm Fallon.
It's a terrible name. It's okay though. Come on.
Come on, what?
What do you mean? What are you?
I don't know you.
What are you scared for? I'm not gonna do anything to you.
I don't know that.
What the hell?
Hold on.
What the hell, Leonte?
It's 11:39.
Oh, they open at 12.
There now.
Okay. You were doing a concert though, huh?
No, I'm by myself.
Oh, it's just you out in this world, huh, Candace?
I'm not Candace.
You are Candace.
No, the fuck I'm not.
Oh my
man.
God.
Leave that lady alone, man.
Possible.
Maybe he's camouflaging as the
And maybe he is the wood pallet. You never know. And then here's this weird tractor.
The train.
What is that? Yo! Possible.
Maybe he's camouflaging as the
maybe.
After delivering the baby, he carved his initials in her skin with a scalpel. And even though the nurses saw, they didn't tell the patient. When she got home, she felt excruciating pain. And when she looked in the mirror, she was horrified at what she saw. The cuts left permanent scars, meaning she needed extensive plastic surgery. She sued the doctor for almost $2 million. And even though he lost his medical license, he never went to prison for his crime.
Yo, the streamers is taking over, man. Like, streamers is like the new celebrities.
Checking your bank account before you spend money is actually useless. It's fucking up the money even more, because the real bank account is how we feel within. So when we check the balance on a screen that tells us how much money we got or how wealthy we is, that's when we gonna already fuck ourselves up. Because if it's not the right number, your body gonna start feeling like lack. It's gonna start feeling like fear. It's not gonna want to spend this money when you was just about to spend it for something that you needed. You get what I'm saying? So then it creates a lack mindset. But the universe is just a mirror. And what you give to the mirror, what does mirrors do? Reflect. So when you give, you're actually receiving. And that's another thing that opened my wealth consciousness and started manifesting me more money and got me from the broke mindset. Because I used to be scared to spend money. Broke mindset is scared to spend money. We scared to use it because we don't know how it's coming back. Abundance mindset is open and happy to use this money. Number one, because we know it's an infinite amount. Number two, because when you do spend this money and you give the money to the mirror reflects and you get it back. So you giving is receiving. It's no separation. Only the flesh and the ego and the human mind think it's a separation. And once you think it's a separation, you're actually losing money even more. So now you're receiving, unless you think it's a separation between you and the money that you're giving. You and what you're doing with this money. If you think that is leaving you or going away from you, then that's what it's going to be. How you feel in that exact moment when you spend the money is what's going to attract the next situation. So if you felt fear, lack, or that you don't know how it's going to come, you're going to attract more situations, so you can keep feeling that feeling until you break the fuck out of it. Checking your bank account before you...
So I like that concept, man. For real. Definitely.
TikTok, I got a question. So am I childish for having this Vegeta shower curtain?
Yes, you are. How can y'all grown folks get on TikTok and talk about it's that childish? I don't understand that. I really don't. Like, grow up. Seriously, we got grown people going to conventions buying all kind of prints and stuff to hang up in their house. That is so childish. Y'all really need to happy Mother's Day.
How you gonna do that? Say all that, and now you done put on Frieza outfit.
Jesus, hell curtain, and not still childish. What you think? You ain't gonna have the nerve to set up one part of their house as a content creation room, and then gonna act like it's that childish. Man, yes, that's childish. We gotta pay rent. We gotta pay water bills. We gotta put up on our own doctor's appointment. I just don't want to get it. You gotta come on TikTok just to ask that question. Like, come on, fam. You really don't have to do all that. You really.
He depend on Power Ranger. Talking about is that childish? If we really think about it, we're really just big kids with responsibilities now. That's really it. We big kids. We just big kids, man. That's really it. We kids at heart. That's really all it is. That's good though. It's always good to tap into that your child, your inner child. Definitely gotta do that, man.
My whole life I ate sugar. You know, sugar looked like this. But it wasn't until I was older that I found out that the sugar come from this plant right here. This is a sugarcane plant. And you could eat this, man. It's super sweet on the inside. And you could actually use this plant to make more sugarcane plants. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. Each one of these is called nodes, right? Each one of these lines. And you see these coming out? These are roots. So each one of these nodes will grow a whole nother sugarcane plant. Now look, all you got to do, take this right here, put it in some dirt, and then it grow a whole nother sugarcane plant. I'm going to cut it from the base. And look at, this is my first sugarcane plant. I actually got this original plant from off the side of the road over a year ago. But now look, you see all these? These are new sugarcane plants coming up from out of these nodes. Sugarcane, that's the sugarcane. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to cut this up in pieces, and I'm about to replant them sugarcanes right here because they're supposed to be able to grow taller, but I don't think it was getting enough sun over there. So I'm about to grow them because you get a lot more sun right here, and I'm about to show you how I do this. So I'm going to cut this right here. That's how the inside of it look. See? This is the part that's super wet and sugary. So I'm going to cut some of this down, and I'm going to show you what it look like. And there it is. Look how it look. You feel me? This is the inside of a sugarcane plant. You can just buy it. And you chew it up. And there's a lot of water inside of it. And it tastes dumb sweet, but I'm about to cut each one of these individually, and I'm going to regrow them. That's what I did last time with this plant. We got 7 new sugarcane plants. Now look. So I'm going to put this one like this right here. You feel me? The more I grow, the more I see everything I need is free. I'm going to do that with all 7 and water them. And so I took that one sugarcane plant, I ate off of it, and now I'm growing 7 more. That's why I wrote my book, The More We Grow, The More We'll See Everything We Need Is Free. Because it really is, man. I wrote this for anybody that got a goal for growing food, beneficial plants. I make it simple to understand how to get started and start growing whatever you want for the free. You feel me? If you want to grab a copy, feel free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. Prayers up. That's
No, that is true. The more you grow, the more you realize everything is free. That's true, man. It's like, imagine you have so much abundance of money. It's like, this is Long Beach Griffey. If y'all don't know, he make a lot of funny skits. Check him out. His name is right here, Long Beach Griffey. Bad acid trip was saved by Pocahontas. Let's check this out, y'all.
Dude, you have 11 hours. Mind you, it's 9:30. I'm like, what do you mean? What? Like, this is not, he said, just wait.
So this channel is called Tales from the Trip. Well, that's the series, Tales from the Trip. You can check it out on YouTube. Good channel. Let's check this out though, man. How many of y'all did DMT? Did y'all know that when you die, the brain go into DMT? Did y'all know that? Like, you literally experience DMT when dying.
My name is Anthony Griffin, also known as Long Beach Griffey, and this is the time I did LSD and realized that Pocahontas is the greatest film ever made. So a long time ago, my friend was like, yo, bro, let's do acid. And I was like, nah, I'm not ready. Fast forward, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it for New Year's Eve, right? Let's start the new year off high as shit. I take the acid. It's a house full of probably like 10 of us. We chilling, we having a good time, you know what I mean? It hasn't hit yet, but when you do acid, you just wait for it to hit. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to act like I'm cool, my whole body's shaking, and I'm just trying to have casual conversation with people. I'm like, yeah, man, so what's going on, dude? Like, how are you guys? Like, I'm not worried about the acid that's about to hit my string right now. I'm so terrified. I'm with my girlfriend at the time, and I'm having a conversation with her, and all of a sudden, my body started to get hot. And then I just, out of nowhere, I start crying, laughing. Then my friend comes over and he says, just wait. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, just wait? Like, is this not the end? You know, he's like, no, dude, you have 11 hours. Mind you, it's 9:30. I'm like, what do you mean? What? Like, this is not, he said, just wait. I'm laughing, I'm having a good time. I feel amazing, by the way. This feels incredible. Like, I've never felt so amazing in my life. And I'm laughing, and my girlfriend, she's looking at me, and she's telling me about her day. I am looking at her, and her face is just wavy. And it looks like her face is just moving off of her face, but in her face is creating a new face. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I'm looking into her soul, and I'm like, oh, my fucking God. Now, this is the most beautiful woman that I've ever been with, mind you. But on acid, she's the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen in my life. I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my God, Everything looks incredible. I start looking at my hands. My tattoos are kind of like doing the Dougie. It feels like I can see the blood rushing through my veins. I'll keep looking at my hands. I'm like, oh my God. This is literally the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. And like a trip, you get to the bad trip. Go upstairs, I talk to my woman. She's opening up about the most personal things in life. And she feels like she can talk to me about these things because of the state of mind that I was in. She tells me these things and it brings me to a place of uncertainty. Kind of some of the saddest things that I've ever heard someone tell me. And I asked her for a hug. I give her a big hug, and then my mind she left for about 5 seconds. And in those 5 seconds, it felt like 15 minutes where a different state of mind came to me, hitting me with the most deepest things that I just couldn't get away from. I've never been in such a place of sadness before. My mind was dealing with these things that I was kind of like repressing, and I couldn't get away from it. I start panicking. I walk outside to my friend who's also on drugs, and I say, Alex, what do I do if I start freaking out? He's like, yo, I don't know, man, but look at that plant. I look at the plant's like moving and shit. I'm like, that's trippy. I go back in the house. After all of my freaking out for 5 minutes, I stop and I say, it's the drugs. I told my girlfriend, I said, come here, please tell me that everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. And it sure was. We went in the living room, the damn couch was breathing. It was raining that night. The water, as clear as day, dripping on the windows. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. We put on Pocahontas. I promise you. Do acid and put on Colors of the Wind. I promise you, you will really understand what the fuck Pocahontas was talking about, because when I was sober, I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. I felt like I really knew. Like, that was actually, I knew what the fuck was happening. I was like, oh my fucking God. She really speaking to me right now. Like, I felt like I was in the fucking movie. It was fucking insane. Jesus Christ. It was so cool. It was a beautiful experience, you know what I mean? I had a friend tell me, they said there's no such thing as a bad trip. When you're having a bad trip and you start to panic, those are just your mind telling you need to deal with things that you haven't dealt with before. If you ever find yourself in that dark space, have a friend remind you that it's okay, you're in no danger, you're on drugs. Watch Pocahontas and paint with all the colors of the wind.
Tales from the...
That's crazy, man. You have no worries at that point. It's like money is just, you know, it's just there now, you know? You just gotta show up, really, you know?
What's up, Papa? What is that? Oh, it's work?
Yeah, Papa. I'm playing game in a music.
Oh, shit. Hold. Huh? Hit me, WhatsApp or Telegram.
No, WhatsApp or FaceTime, okay?
Huh?
What up?
Where can we talk, bro?
Okay, send me your number. I'm gonna call you back privately with my boss, okay?
Okay, brother. Papa.
Okay, send me your number and text me, bro.
Whoa!
Okay, so let me just explain what just happened, you guys. So he's been getting these calls since I've been going viral. He's been getting these calls, and this has happened not only to me, it happened to BH, it happened to a few other people that we know that's in our circle. This is a setup. This is some CIA shit, you guys, because what's happening is that he's getting these calls from these random numbers from a girl's account.
This is crazy, bro.
And it's a guy who picks up and he shows you bricks of cocaine. Tell me that's not a setup, you guys.
This is fucking crazy.
Tell me that the CIA
is getting crazy.
Is not involved in social media. They're trying to catch people up. all these influencers may not be who you think they are, these podcasters. How are they doing this? How are they infiltrating social media to where they're showing you bricks of cocaine? Bro, this is wild because this has happened to many people in our circle. This is crazy. A lot. Don't fall for that shit, you guys. If you guys do that shit, that's a sting operation waiting to happen.
Yeah.
This is wild work.
Don't be an idiot.
This is crazy.
That's
This is
crazy.
fucking nuts.
Social media has been infiltrated.
Definitely.
Salt is better.
Ever heard of the Black Eye Club? They control everything and what's really behind it. You won't believe it. Comment, book, and uncover.
Did you know that if you put water in a container and spin it, the water doesn't just spin around in a big sphere because of gravity? It actually spins away from the center due to centrifugal force. So exactly how is this possible that when you look out into the ocean, all you see is a beautiful flat horizon of water, as far as the eye can see? Take some binoculars and zoom in. You can zoom even further into the horizon. Yet, in outer space, suddenly everything is being clung to a globe by the magical forces of gravity. But some simple jet tricks will defy gravity with centrifugal force. So it just doesn't really make any sense to me. How is the Earth spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and moving at all these other speeds through space and just holding that water together? Gravity. Did you know that you can't actually measure gravity? Look it up. Wikipedia. Anyways, this video was for entertainment purposes.
The giant oyster would snap its shell closed, trapping you inside. Then it would coat you with a sticky slime that holds you in place. And since there's no air inside, you'd start to suffocate. Once you're dead, it would slowly start to layer a shiny, smooth material on top of your body. After hundreds of layers, you'd be completely encased, turning you into a human-shaped pearl. The giant oyster would snap.
What? That's scary, man. Man, dang.
If your water is this cold, you should not be drinking it. Cold.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because I come outside from walking up the mountain. I need that. I'm sorry. Nobody trying to hear that. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to pass on this one. For real. I'm gonna hear what you guys to say. But I need that cold water. Especially if I come outside. Come from outside. It's hot. I just took me a good walk. I need some cold water. I need the ice in it too. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna hear you out though. Let's see what you got to
Water
say.
interferes with your digestion. You need good blood flow to your gut so you can digest your food, and cold water restricts your blood vessels. Also, cold temperatures slow down atoms. So the bacteria in your gut that's supposed to be there to help digest your food is going to now be slowed down because you just drunk something cold. And do not drink this with greasy meals. It'll build your cholesterol a lot faster. This is what happens when you put cold stuff on grease. It does this in your gut temporarily until the acid breaks it down, almost. There's certain times that you're allowed to drink cold water. When your body is too hot and you've been exercising, don't pour it on your head because it'll send you in the shock, maybe. It depends on the person. But yeah, when your body temperature up there, drink some cold water. You need to drink room temperature water. It helps with your hydration because it doesn't freeze the salt crystals. It actually absorbs the salt crystals, and you need salt in your body to absorb the water. If you want to learn something new every day, follow me. If you feel stuck in life, go watch this. I got exclusive content in the link in my bio. And if you're interested in what you shouldn't be picking up at the grocery store because it's going to damage.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, definitely shouldn't be drinking that. Some greasy food for sure. I didn't. Nah, I know. Dang, how many of y'all be eating fried food? make sure y'all get y'all some fruit this week, man. Okay, start the week off good. Get you some fruit. You know, if you can't get that, then try to fast. Then try to fast. That's what I'm about to be doing, fasting.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Be so boom, watch this video to the end. What is going on with Kirk Franklin? TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Now, this is the Kirk Franklin we all knew. I used to watch him every Sunday with my moms. You know, we came out of church, everything was good. Sunday dinner, you know the vibes. You know what I mean? What has happened? Check out the new Kirk Franklin. Come on! What the fuck you spinning for, bro? What the? Shut up! What is going on with him? Who is that, B? I'm telling you right now.
Got money in that coat.
Yo! I'm telling you, chill out!
For sure. For sure.
Oh, it ain't over.
Stop pointing at me like that. Stop pointing at me like that.
Calm down, man. What are you doing? This ain't a rap concert. Did you forget that you're a gospel singer? This ain't hip hop. Shut up.
Hey.
Somebody go get him. Go get him. Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes.
Stop
I don't know
playing with
what
me,
has been
son.
getting into Kirk Franklin lately, but I guess he's just dancing, having a good time, and he's showing us how he praises the Lord. Shut up! What's wrong with you, bro? You used to never be like that. I used to never see you like that when I turned on my Sunday channel. Stop playing with me, son. And now look at him. He's wilding out, guys. Could that be the real one? Or could that be the CO? Shut up! I don't know who he is, but I know that he's been dancing a little bit too much. Stop playing with me, son. Looks like he's trying to do Michael Jackson moves on stage now. This is ridiculous, guys. But remember what we're here for. We're here to receive the word. We're not here to watch him go. Stop playing with me, son. This is ridiculous, guys. Somebody better go get your mans right now. But I'll tell you one thing. If I ever see Kirk Franklin in public and I ask him, bro, why you keep dancing like that, bro? And he said, nah, those are my new moves. Those are your new moves? Okay.
You really be doing that? He just punched all y'all. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Hey, I go get y'all ones, man. We gotta. Hey, he ain't finna just punch me like that. Hey. So y'all just gonna let him punch y'all like that? He didn't knock y'all out the court, man. I ain't going. They don't want a couple one of those. All right, let me stop playing. That's dope, man. How many of y'all can feel the frequency? I don't know.
Now, hold on. What is that, y'all? What is that? That's Turtle Island. That's Turtle Island.
Turtle Island.
Keep getting me. Aruba. That's this shit.
For 1,000 years, mankind lived in a time of peace and prosperity. Under the guidance of the Divine Ones, Yoruba land flourished with magic and technological wonders. This era was known as the Age of Wonders. But then came the Divine Wars, a clash between the armies of light led by Pharaoh.
Black people never fail to put the battery in their alerts, in their fire alarm, man. Get that fire alarm fixed, man. Go get some batteries. Like you get everything else. You make sure you get your snacks, everything but some batteries. Go get some batteries and put a battery in that thing, man. I don't know. Some of y'all probably got that going on right now. Hey, y'all gotta fix that, man. I couldn't be at your house. If you got that going on, I couldn't be there. I gotta go back home. You gotta get that fixed. Nah.
And the armies of darkness led by the Fallen One. Facing defeat, the Fallen One unleashed a curse upon all of Yoruba land, transforming its creatures into the corrupt, evil beasts who ravaged our lands, forcing us to hide in fear behind the walls of Elu, the last standing city in the known world. Yet, hope remains. For it was foretold by our ancestors, a divine one in human form would rise to reverse the Fallen One's curse and restore harmony to the people and creatures of Yoruba land. That hope is the chosen.
The whole time I was watching the video, I was like, that thing about to go off again. I don't know how people do it. And y'all get used to it too. It's like, yeah, hey, it don't even bother y'all no more.
A lot of people really don't understand the spiritual importance of anime. I'm gonna just give you a few examples. Demon Slayer teaches you about breathing techniques, which are real. Naruto teaches you about controlling your chakra and harnessing your spiritual energy for your fullest potential. Dragon Ball Z teaches you about pushing past your limits both physically and mentally by harnessing your ki, aka your life force energy. And that's just a few examples. I could go on and on and on. A lot of people really don't understand the spiritual importance of anime.
For real, man. Dragon Ball Z is that show. I'll get back into watching that.
The elite are just selling us the same stuff in different ways. Watch
Has
this.
anyone else noticed that we're just going in circles now?
Yep.
It's with everything. Look at streaming services.
Listen.
It is 100% at a point. It's just cable. It is just like cable. There are hundreds of streaming services, just like there were hundreds of channels that you have to pay for separately. They all run ads on them, and you have to have all of them to have access to your favorite shows. That is literally cable, but shittier. Uber just created rideshare where they have predetermined locations that people can meet at, and Uber will come and pick you up
It's
among
a bus
all the other
route.
people that show up and drive on a predetermined route to drop people off. That is literally the bus. It is exactly the bus, but shitty. I swear to God, we are like 6 months away from people coming out and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of losing my phone. If only there was a way to have it mounted to my wall and connected to a wire so I know I won't lose it and I know I won't drop calls. We are.
The elite pulled a fast one on us, and we let it happen. They are literally repackaging old business models and reselling it to us, and we're letting it happen. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think.
You need to get rid of this person immediately.
There's a specific person that you've got to get out of your life right now. It's the person that wants to remind you of who you were. It's the person who wants to remind you of how you used to be, what you used to do, how you used to do it. That used to person's dead. Anybody who wants to resurrect that person cannot be in your life. There is nothing more important than getting people out of your life that want to pretend you're the person you were yesterday. They want to act like you're the person you were yesterday. You're evolving, you're growing, you're advancing. You need to be focused on you right now, and anybody that wants to bring you back, anybody that wants to pretend you are the same person that they knew 1, 2, 6, 7 years ago, get them the hell out of your life.
You need to get rid of this person immediately.
There's a
We ain't racist now. We got red people out there, they got blood, they got green people, but that, what the red people is kind of cooler.
Nigga, what? Do anybody understand what he's saying?
What the green folks said is a little more, so that's where my shining from.
Kids, I would say don't do drugs, but this ain't drugs. That's lean. Don't do lean.
Well, Wayne jacked up, man. Bro, what is he saying? It was a point in time he used to really talk about some real stuff. Now it's just, what are you talking about, Lil Wayne? Dang.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there. Like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
This industry
industry is not what it seems to be. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You're a puppet.
Hollywood Records contract, and I'm signing it to have my first record ever and selling my soul to Hollywood Records. That's what I'm doing.
Something happened to me. I haven't been the same since. I've realized something about myself. It's dangerous.
So they practice witchcraft.
What does it mean though?
What it means, what it means.
What does the checkerboard mean?
It means mind control. So you got classical conditioning, you got operational conditioning. So what they do is they use programming. So
MK Ultra?
Yeah, but it's to push an agenda. So
you heard of this shit before, right?
I heard of MK Ultra, but I don't pay that shit too much mind. So the checker. So what I'm saying is,
If your ultimate goal is to be famous,
Yo, this is trippy.
When you die as a beekeeper, you have to tell the bees. And it sounds ridiculous, but there's a classic story not far from where I live here in England of a beekeeper who used to sing to his bees all the time. And he died, and his wife went and told the bees that, he had died. So in a funeral buried in the ground several miles away, and as they were lowering the casket into the ground, they saw all his bees single file going across the farmer's field to the cemetery. And they all hovered around his grave and landed on his casket. There's this whole special quality about bees, and they called the newspapers because they were so blown away by that.
Yo, this is trippy.
When you
he has a flower called a duck that they have down there. You eat this duck and you will vomit and defecate tremendously. It's a plant medicine. It also happens when you do ayahuasca if your body needs to purge.
Purchase your duck flower from my mother. Stay healthy.
They just found a chemical in rosemary that can increase the memory by 75%. So I mean that if you having whatever you're having a hard time remembering, it can increase the accuracy of your memory by 75%. That's a huge number, but it's also a lot of different herbs that can increase different aspects of the human body. You know what I mean? Here go a few. Circulatory strengtheners, hawthorn berry, motherwort, and also garlic. Garlic is a very powerful, herb, vegetable that increases the blood flow. Immune and vitality boosters, astragalus, reishi mushroom, and elderberry. A lot of people know about elderberry and reishi mushroom. Those are like very powerful. They call reishi mushroom the immortality fruit. Reminds you of the aspects that they have shown you in an anime called One Piece that they call devil fruits, which what they are referring to when they say devil fruits are really ancient mushrooms that have purposely been exterminated because they know how it activates the body. Energy, libido, and root chakra activation. That's ashwagandha, tonkat ali, and maca root. Maca root is used by a lot of, it's very popular now, but it's used by a lot of African cultures to help with libido and the sexual energy and keep your prostate from getting damaged from, the environment. Also, keep it healthy and keep the blood flow going through the prostate because the root chakra, all that area is the area of vitality and physical strength. For detox and cellular, dark root of
Maturing is realizing that people who ignore you until it suits them to talk to you are not worth your time or your friendship.
Y'all, they caught the masked man who was dressed in police gear who went on that political shooting spree. His name was Vance Bolter. He is 57 years old. After he did the crime and he went on a run, it took them 2 days. They went on a manhunt searching for this man. And they finally found him on a property in Greenough, Minnesota. Y'all, look at this shit. He had everything. Looked like a vest. He got the flashlight. He had the blickies. He had a mask on. This man looked like a hitman. Or he looked like the dude from Splinter Cell. Look at this video. This is the same dude. This the guy right here, y'all. So they say he was riding an SUV when he went on this hit. And ultimately they found the SUV and it was abandoned. But they said they found a list of names, y'all. All political figures. And they said it was like 70 people on that list. So this man had his hands full. He was trying to go down and get all of them. You just gotta ask yourself, did he really act alone? Was he a lone wolf in this? Or was someone behind the scenes training him for this shit? Because the way he did it, that's just like some military shit. Like I said, a hitman. And y'all saying he did it by himself? And he had all these names. He had everything mapped out. He knew where they lived. He knew what time they was going to be home. All of this.
Yeah,
so this one man can do it by himself? I don't think so. Y'all, they caught the masked man who was...
Okay, so tell me if I'm the only one that feel this way. But do this shit feel real to y'all?
No.
Like, does this feel real to y'all? It's just like something's different. Like, the timeline has just really sped up. The time is not even time no more because right now...
Honestly, yo, it's going to get to a point, like, time is not even going to be existing no more. Honestly, like, the 9 to 5 era, all that stuff is coming to an end. We're going into a whole new era of life, man. Technology is advancing. Now we got AI and talking about how they prompts. Like, man, life is changing a lot faster than you think.
8:35, but it just feels like it's nothing. Like, nothing doesn't feel like nothing anymore. Like, food don't even taste the same. The stuff that I used to love to enjoy, I don't even like it anymore. The people not real. Like, I can instantly come in contact with somebody and tell they're not real. Like, nah, babe, you're an NPC. You don't even have a soul behind those eyes, type stuff. But it don't seem real, y'all. I don't know. Like, I already said that I believe we live in a simulation, but the simulation is glitching or something. Like, this shit don't feel real. I just feel like I'm waking up like the Truman Show. I'm just waking up doing the same stuff on a daily, like, and it's not exciting. Nothing really excites me anymore. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
It's like you just get disconnected from this reality. Real.
You think you've seen everything Earth has to offer. Think again. These places look like they were taken from another planet, but they exist, just not the way you'd expect. Let's start with something that shouldn't even be possible. Number 3, blue lava, Kawah Ijen, Indonesia. Now picture this, a volcano where the flames glow electric blue. On the island of Java in Indonesia sits the Kawah Ijen crater, a place where fire defies expectation. But it's not the lava that's blue, it's the gas. At night, sulfuric gases seep from the Earth's crust.
That's beautiful, man. I don't think that's a real person standing there, but this is real. Dang, this is crazy.
And ignite as they hit the air. The flames burn so hot, they glow a deep, eerie blue, spilling over the black rock like rivers of light. Miners walk among it, carrying heavy blocks of sulfur on their backs. The air is toxic, the risk is high, but the sight, unforgettable. It's one of the rarest natural phenomena on Earth, a moment where fire becomes something other.
Like fireworks.
Number 2, blood falls, Antarctica. Thousands of miles away in the coldest place on Earth, a glacier is bleeding. From the edge of Taylor Glacier, a crimson waterfall spills over the ice. Shocking, silent, and slow. Locals call it blood falls, and yes, it looks exactly like it sounds. But this isn't blood, it's salt water trapped beneath the ice for over 1 million years. Loaded with iron and
what if it's giants over there then? Right. I'm just, hey, you got to question. You got to question things.
Deprived of oxygen, it stayed hidden until tiny cracks in the glacier let it rise to the surface. The moment it touches air, it oxidizes and turns blood red. No sound, no life, just the steady pulse of ancient water escaping a frozen prison. A place so strange, even NASA studies it, hoping it might explain what lies beneath the ice on other planets. Number 1. 7 Colored Earths, Mauritius. On a quiet island in the Indian Ocean, there's a hillside that looks like a dream frozen in motion. Rolling dunes of sand flow across the landscape, painted in 7 natural colors: red, purple, yellow, violet.
What's going on? This is like Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss land. What the heck? It's crazy. This stuff, it really exists. Our planet is so magical.
Blue, brown, orange. And no tricks, just minerals, time, and mystery. What makes it even stranger? The colors don't mix. Even when stirred together, the sands separate again, like they know where they belong. No trees grow here, no grass, no roots, just silent waves of color shaped by ancient volcanic activity. And when sunlight moves across the surface, the colors shift and shimmer, like the earth itself is breathing through pigment. It's not just strange, it's poetic. So,
it's dope, man.
Flames that glow blue, ice that bleeds, and sand that arranges itself. You don't have to go to another planet to feel like you've left Earth. Sometimes nature writes its own rules and invites us to look closer.
So which one would y'all want to travel to? I'm gonna go to the change of color desert, I guess.
We need to sail through this, guys.
Leonardo da Vinci was one of the first known to study friction, 200 years before it was formally understood. His notebooks reveal insights that are still relevant today. Da Vinci discovered that friction is proportional to weight and independent of its surface area. Da Vinci had a few different experiments to figure out different relationships of friction and ways to measure and compare them. So I think we can kind of replicate one of the systems he had. We basically have your piece of material that you want to measure the friction of. You have a pulley, and then you have a basket where you add weights. Then you're able to add weights and measure how much friction it takes to overcome it to make it move. So here's our result of trying a few different attempts at making spherical balls. We have the ceramic ones we round ourselves. We have the bronze ones cast off of these for something a little bit harder. And then we have the forged ones. The ball cutting jig works by mounting a cutting blade on an axis that rotates parallel to the central axis of your workpiece, allowing a perfect sphere in every axis. Our end result was pretty close to spherical, but there was still enough slop that I don't think it was too significant of an improvement. In modern ball bearings, there's an extra last step with specialized machines to lap the balls into perfect spheres, which is still at this point a little bit out of reach. With Da Vinci's ball bearings all assembled, we can now put it together and test against a few comparable options. To test it, we first attempted to use the weighted basket method. So for better accuracy, we used a force meter to measure the peak amount of force required to rotate the bearing under 25 pounds of weight by at least 90 degrees, pulling from the central axle. So we repeated the test at least 10 times to collect the most consistent results. First up, we tested just the straight, no bearing, full wood on wood, and we could not get it to budge, even with over 300 newtons of force. Next, we did a plain bearing, basically just creating a smaller point of contact with less friction. We got an average of 69.2 newtons of force to move it. Then were some simple roller bearings. After several tests, it produced an average of 59.5 newtons of force, a pretty decent improvement to just a plain bearing. Next, we have the very simple version of the ball bearings, which is just a groove to hold them and all the balls loose in the bearing. Testing these, we got an average of 37.3 newtons. Next, Da Vinci's design. While assembling it, we found that just the rollers without the balls seemed to work surprisingly well, so we wanted to test that alone too. After a lot of tests, we got an abysmal average of 96.9 newtons, scoring way worse than the previous rollers or just the plain bearing by itself. But this isn't using it as it was intended, so let's try it with some actual balls. We wound up with an average of around 54.1 newtons. So we next substituted in store-bought, perfectly round ball bearings to see how much difference this made. After a new batch of tests, we got an average of 41.8 newtons. But even with that improvement, the loose bronze balls still outperformed them in this test. So I think we have a lot of improvements that could be made.
Alright, don't mess up your laptop.
I'm telling you guys right now, doing this right here is a massive hell no. I don't care how much money somebody offers. This TikTok video that I got tagged in shows this guy sitting in a car acting extremely erratic, and it's quite clear he's very freaked out. Now, according to the description on this video, this guy ended up consuming something known as salvia divinorum. And salvia is a plant where you really need to have a strong mental capacity in order to take it because of its psychoactive properties. If you were to take it, obviously the results are going to be different for everybody. A lot of people will just have a mild experience, whereas other people have mind-bendingly terrifying experiences. Probably the worst part about it, though, is it's said to be able to distort people's perception of time, so people have claimed that they've turned into inanimate objects for what felt like thousands of years. Like, imagine thinking that you lived as a doorknob for 1,000 years. It would be awful. So yeah, if anybody ever offers you to partake in this plant, I would just say no. It's not a great idea.
There is a background.
Yeah, whatever plant he on, I'm
Round
good.
no.
I'm good off of it. I don't know what plant he is on, but I'm good off of that. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, y'all let me know what's going on right here. Why is this rock doing this?
Weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Why is it doing this? Why is this rock doing that though? I'm trying to really figure that out. That's crazy. So this tree gives out water.
Gives sweet, drinkable water, no processing needed. Known as bird shape, this refreshing sap flows from trees like the silver birch, Betula pendula, in early spring. Just drill a small hole, and in a few hours your jar is full, packed with health benefits and totally natural. Follow for more amazing nature facts. There's a tree that gives...
That's crazy.
Hey guys, so I just want to show you something rad. All these stems and all those ones down there all come from this tree.
No.
Hey guys.
Y'all, the fact that we was watching this as kids, and here's the thing, like a lot of these innuendos went over our heads, because I watch it back now as an adult and I'm just like, they couldn't be on air today. They couldn't be on air. Watch this clip.
Oh, I got a sudden yen for some beef. Hi, you must be.
What's going on, guys? Where are you guys from?
Excuse me, ma'am. What the dog was trying to tell you was to mind your goddamn business. See, the coyote that was over there on the ground, they just got through whooping the dog shit out of his ass. And then you pull up. They just making sure you ain't finna call the laws. Well, in their case, call the pound.
What did they do? What did they do? Yeah, some don't look good right here. I ain't gonna lie. Dang. Them dogs, hey. Oh, dang.
We're not prepping for the end of the world. We're building a family compound so we don't need the world. How many houses do we have on our family compound? 1, 2, 3, 4, And we live up on top of a big hill where we aren't even close to the road. So what are we raising so we don't have to buy it at the grocery store? La Mancha goats for milk. You know, for most people, goat milk is a lot easier to digest than cow's milk. We usually have huge gardens and we all have attached greenhouses that we can grow food in year round. We raise our own organic meat rabs to stock our freezers full of meat. Raising our own beef cow for meat, and we also have an A2 milking cow. Raise our own bees, and we got 165 pounds of honey last year. We also grow our own herbs to make our own medicine. We also raise ducks for eggs instead of chickens. We also do raise a little bit of chickens, but we prefer meat rabbits instead of chickens. At the end of the day, anyone can start their own homestead or family compound. None of us knew what we were doing when we started, but it just takes a leap of faith and you'll learn as you go. Let me know what questions you have about starting your own family compound and follow along for more homesteading tips.
You get to this point, man. Hey, life is on easy at that point. You get to this point. If you really think about it, all you really need is shelter, food. It's really it. That's dope, though.
Everglades is drying up, and the gators don't have water.
Here's all the evidence you need. This culvert, it's the last bit of water. There's a little bit of water on this side, but unfortunately, this little tiny bit of water that's left, you can see there's some movement over there. There's a dragon in the middle of this, guarding all of these things and then just stomping, munching them. Look at this. His tail is right here. I am not touching that, the business end of his tail. If you can look closely, there's a tail right there amongst all these gigantic catfish. This is a gigantic alligator. Oh my God. Any hoplos? These guys kind of run. Yes, we did get a hoplo. We did get a hoplo.
Right here.
Yep, get him. Get the hoplo. Hoplo.
Oh, there's two.
There's two?
Yeah.
So just get the one so they can see that.
Oh,
one.
he got out of the net.
He did. What the heck? Here he goes.
The hoplo.
Hoplo. That's what we're trying to catch. These little armored catfish. So sick. Put him in there.
There's the other one right here.
You got another one? Awesome. But the gator's starting to come out. The gator's starting to come out. Check this out, guys. All those walking catfish, they literally walk. You can see that guy walking away. But this gigantic gator, we're going to catch as many as we can before this guy shoots out and kills us all. Oh my God, get him all.
Everglades is drying up.
Got myself in a fucking sticky situation here. And then there's one right there. So there's one and it's two. Come on.
It's time to go home.
Both of them on that beach. Oh, they fighting. They fucking fighting.
Oh. Time to go home. Time to go home. Wrap it up. Fishing is done. It's time to go home.
Bitch, I done told y'all young girls about age shaming, didn't I? Didn't I say it in the video? Years ago, I went viral years ago saying this. Calling people old baby when you young is stupid. Because being old is the ideal. Come on, Nikki White. Didn't I say that? I said that years ago. I said, being old, call me old baby. Bitch, that's the ideal. Let's be very clear. You better hope you make it to this age. And let me tell you another thing, B. Calling me old when you got all them bodies on your pussy, it's crazy.
Okay.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Put a candle in the microwave. Lights itself.
What? That is a cool trick. I'll remember that for the next time when the power goes out and I can't find the lighters.
I don't know about that one.
Out, guys, this is a living stump. You can see it was cut down this tree and the wood continued to grow and sealed over that cut. And the reason it was able to do that is because this tree, these are both Douglas firs, their roots were grafted, they were connected underground, and when this tree was cut, this tree continued to supply this one with water and nutrients and stuff to grow wood. So you're left with a living stump.
All of these trees extended from the tree of life at the center of our plane by a vast root system. It was one giant organism. Trees have a complex root system where they're able to communicate with one another. Trees can transport carbon dioxide, water, and other hidden information we can't detect with our senses through their root systems.
When a tree is cut down in the forest, other trees reach out to the victim with their root tips and send life-saving sustenance.
Check this out.
Man, take that shit out your ear, dog.
Man, I slap the shit out you. What the fuck wrong with you? Put your hands on me, bitch.
So embarrassing.
What? You embarrassing, son
You're
of a
embarrassing
bitch.
yourself by touching me.
Take that shit out your ear and eat your food.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I had my ears on. Did I cuss?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, we're a family restaurant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right now I'm at the Cabarrus County Courthouse, and I just found some occult satanic symbols on the ground. These are called chaospheres. I'm about to show you what these are right now. Do not walk over these. These are basically chaotic symbols that cause dysfunction inside of the energy body. This is what you call a chaosphere. Do not walk over to. This siphons your energy and causes chaos inside your life. Take a picture of this and look it up on Google and Google the definition of a chaosphere. This is a satanic occultic symbol. Do not walk over this. And beware that this whole building is an entity, a demonic entity sitting on a ley line. So beware when you go into these courthouses. Beware of these satanic occultic symbols. Maybe go in there with your protection on. See, I got my Moldavite, Lapis Lazuli. I'm wearing red on the Tuesday. You know what I mean? Not finna get no spells off on me. But that right there, family, is what you call a chaosphere. Do not walk over those. And make sure whenever you get inside a vicinity of these buildings with these spiritual energies, arcanic spiritual energies, make sure you always have protection on you. You know what I mean? Because that's wild. I did not know that they had those, you know what I'm saying, on the ground. I just happened to see it on a Tuesday, the day of, you know what I'm saying, this is the day of chaos. You know what I mean? So that's just a coincidence I had discovered, and I had to say something because, yeah, that's what I seen, and I know cultics. Right now,
I got another scary story for y'all that was submitted by a viewer, but they would like to stay anonymous. So if you're watching this and you want your scary story to be told by me, just hit the DM. So the girl sent me this and said, please don't say my name, and that she only told a few people this story because it happened a while.
Y'all know what we need to normalize again? Cloaks.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, cloaks go hard, but we need to bring the whole thing back, bro. I was chilling one day and realized I had adult money, so I just went and got one. And I'm not gonna lie to you, before you start hating and everything, just ask yourself this one question. And I'm clean though. I mean, come on, bro. You see, and then look, come on now. You said, well, I just see me not squabbling with them boys. Like, you feel me? Like, all I need now, bro, all I need is just like a, you know what I mean? Like, if I need to run somebody to balloons or something like that, I can just shing, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got nothing accurate, but something like this, man, you know what I mean? You just let them know what's up. I probably gotta hold it. I don't know how they used to fight back when goddamn, why I do them dirty, man. We need to, I want to walk around with a sword on my back, but wait till I get it. I ain't gonna know how to act.
Y'all know
by taking constant showers, by washing off all that information.
Wait a minute, sir. You have to. You come outside from outside, it's hot, sweaty. You gotta get in that shower. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go get you some shower.
In your skin by scrubbing yourself, which is basically traumatizing yourself because you're basically traumatizing the whole outer layer of your skin. You're getting rid of your defense. You're getting rid of your immune system, basically. Your immune system is your skin. It's all one big system. So that's basically the goal of this video, is to just bring awareness to that part, that one part of our.
I understand, but we still gotta get you the shower.
The firmament caught on camera. This person left his Nikon in the snow and he caught the firmament rotating. This is called turbine energy, and this is what fuels and creates energy for the whole plane or planet. Turbine energy. A turbine is a rotary machine that converts the kinetic energy of a fluid like water, steam, air, or combustion gases and that can be used to generate electricity or power other systems, like planes, jet engines. It's all kinetic energy. So as you can see it rotating, the base of the firmament is causing a friction on the ground, which creates static electricity and powers the earth. The earth is all kinetic energy. The firmament caught on camera.
Did you see the stuff that is going on with that girl, Bonnie Blue? We talked about her on a couple episodes before.
That's the girl that like has sex with like 1,000 dudes in 1 hour or something like that.
Yes, right?
Dudes in an hour,
it was like
right?
100 dudes, I think.
Yeah.
She decided to...
She gotta have some type of... You know what? I'm not even gonna say
to do this event where I guess it's 2,000 men are going to be able to do whatever they want to her. She's gonna lock herself in a box for I think 24 hours. It's like a big clear box, like on some Chris Angel. She's gonna let them go in there and touch on her and like do whatever they want to her. I don't want to get into the details, but you know what it really reminded me of? Do you remember that story I told you about that girl? Her name was...
Yeah, who did the art.
I forgot her name, but...
There was like, she had like a table full of different stuff.
Yes, even one guy had to use the gun. There was like knives, whips.
They like stabbed her or something, or like cut her or something.
They were like trying to put stuff in her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really reminded me of that. And a lot of people are kind of comparing the situation, saying that she's doing the modern day version of that, but with work.
But she's doing that for a full day?
That's what I heard. She's doing it for a full day. I could be wrong about the numbers, but that's what I heard.
What are they gonna do if a dude just walks up and starts slapping the hell out of her?
Do you think anybody would?
Some dude's gonna be a little aggressive.
I mean, you know what?
I don't think they're gonna slap her and punch her and choke her. Maybe choke her a little
you might
bit.
be right, because do you remember even in that other story?
Yeah,
it progressed. Like at first they said it started like people wanted to tickle her, and then a couple of the guys would just be like, oh, let me just get a feather and do it on her nose, or go like this on her lips. You know what I mean? It's like they were doing just the usual funny stuff, and then they said after like the second hour, it got super dark.
I think it's gonna progress where it's like the first dudes are gonna go up there and they're gonna, they're obviously gonna do right away. They're gonna start doing some freaky stuff with her, pulling hair hella crazy. You know what I mean? Slapping, choking. For sure, it's gonna get wild for sure.
Yeah. Did you see the stuff?
They are underground. Look at this family. East to the west. From London to New York City. Let's talk about the Tartarian tubes, also known as the subway systems and the metro systems. Look at this family. Cymatics everywhere. Designed subway systems. London Underground, also known as the tube. Part of a free energy system or ancient resonance structure. And again in New York City, City House Station, we see the same tube design. And look at the windows family. Look at this one. The patterns resemble cymatic forms. Frequencies like 432 Hz and 528 Hz. These frequencies are often cited in ancient healing traditions and energy science. And look family, this is how it used to look like. And again, and again. But how does the tube works family? Look at this. You remember these toy cars? We grew up with them. The smaller version of the tube. But how does the tube works family? Look at this. Energy used to be free family. Look at this. It seems like we are going backwards instead of forwards. It has been in our faces all along, but the awakening is now. No more the eyes are blind because the mind can see. Now the mind can see. The tube is real, and they are around the world. This is the book that we are talking about, Tartaria Full Hidden History Unlocked. And this is the companion, Tartaria Book of Images. It's here, family, TartariaEmpire.com by Shidweni Novinta. They are underground. Look at...
Check this out. This is a McDonald's, a complete full restaurant that's doesn't have one worker there. It's all ran by AI. This is stuff that we've been talking about that's going to hit America. It's going to hit worldwide. It's already happening in China, but there's not one person working there and they're still serving people. Okay. People don't understand. You're not going to be able to enter into this type of buildings, these type of fast food environments, unless you have the market of beast. You won't be able to buy. You won't be able to go into these stores, not just the fast food, unless you have the market of beast. So this is what it is, guys.
Hey, McDonald's ain't good for your health anyway, so. So they just hurt her. Okay.
At what point do you stop filming? At what point are you like, he sees me. He's coming towards me. What are you, dressed like a tree? You out there in a bootleg lion outfit, just like, nah, I'm good. He sees you. He's coming. He wasn't checking for crocodiles or anything. Any predator. There's no predators. And you see a little car at the end. So you ain't gonna put the windows up? You ain't gonna put the sunroof back on? At what point are you like, I can't even publish these photos? What if he comes one more step? What am I gonna upload with my final breath? It's okay to zoom. It's okay to use the zoom feature. My photo shoot would have been done once he hit the river.
Once he hit the river? Nah. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny.
Good for across the river lion shots. You get the water in the frame. You know what I mean? Why the fear? You know how far a DSLR can zoom in if you got the right lens? It'll look like you... What, are you getting bravery points? It'll look like you right there anyways. Does he have to come to the crosswalk that your car is parked on? The only thing I would have accepted is if this was on a sentry gun. If this camera was just a GoPro that was on a sentry gun that was moving around and was like, yeah, okay, for sure. Don't come too close, lion, you know. But I heard laughing. Sentry guns don't laugh. Drive. Driver, move. He sees us. The safari drivers don't know the temperament of the animals. They don't know, oh yeah, I know him. Don't worry about it. He doesn't bite. This is a wild lion. You don't believe me? He walked across a river. He walked across a river just now. What's more wild? What's more wild? What, do you own that river? Is this your backyard? Drive. Start going. Accelerate. No one. I'm assuming there was at least 4 seats in this car. No one was like, at least like, that's universal.
No, you got a point though. He said, I'm good for across the river line shots. That is hilarious, man.
Yep. Feeling a vertigo and it's all over.
Yeah,
Final Destination
and you
8.
gotta wear a brand new pair of shoes every time. Because if you put on them Vans you had on yesterday, might slip a little bit.
Ain't no, for real. You gotta throw a diaper on with it too.
I was gonna say, if I make it, I'm gonna need a new pair of drawers.
Man, you must have been watching too much of them Spider-Man movies or something.
Spider-Man movies, yep. Spider-Man, Batman.
For real, my boy. You think you a villain right now.
Catching me doing that. He did a whole flip. Y'all saw that? Man, get out of here, dude.
Y'all see this? What kind of world are we moving into? It states that Japan allows scientists to make human-animal hybrids. Basically, they're creating chimeras. Now ask yourself, where have we first seen this? All right, this originated actually with the Anunnaki back in Mesopotamia. All right, they were actually doing things like this. It's also shown and depicted throughout the hieroglyphics. Actually, all throughout history, we see these depictions of animal-humanoid hybrids. I have a very interesting theory. What if everything depicted in ancient Kemet was actually showing us the future instead of the past? All throughout ancient history, in the hieroglyphics, and ancient relics, we see these pictures of humanoid animal hybrids. Could it actually be a lot more to this than we know? Y'all see this? What kind of world?
Japan, China is in a whole nother world. For real. It's a whole nother world.
Okay, so do y'all remember drawing these as a kid? But I don't mean just like here and there. Were you one of those types of kids that drew these everywhere? Every notebook, on your sneakers, on your jeans, all over the place? Okay. Are you now witchy, mystical, spiritual, the weird one in your friend group that always wants to talk about astrology?
No. No. That's dope though. I never knew that's what that meant. That's dope.
You remember that bro that went to Mooley Point and found those unnatural cut blocks in the ground? Those Nephilim blocks? Well, bro went back and found some more stuff. Look at this. Look at that. Y'all still think this is natural? Look at that angle. Look at that angle. You think that's natural? Come on, man. Look how sharp those angles are. You could slice your hand open with that. Look at that angle. 90 degrees. 90 degrees. This is not natural. This is a quarry. This is a Nephilim Titan quarry. Not a Nephilim giant, because there's Nephilim giants and Titans. Look at those blocks, man. Yeah, well, this is the new stuff he found. Look at these. These look like bricks. Or they could be dragon scales. Some people in the other video were saying this is dragon scales. This is a huge petrified, you know, deceased animal. Now, this looks cut to me. This looks cut. I know people are going to say this is natural, but these look like bricks, laid bricks. Doesn't look natural to me. Look how big that is. This is like... Now, all this stuff up here, this brings suspicion. Because, okay, well, this might be natural. But I don't know. Like, it's half and half. Some of it looks like it was laid, cut and laid, and some of it looks like it's natural. Now, people are talking about dragons, but this part looks like a serpent.
Right.
Kind of looks like a serpent. And like scales on it, too. The point of this video is to get you to open your eyes and question the mainstream, because this looks like some people did this. Some giants or people or somebody. Doesn't look natural to me. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think the mainstream is lying about the Titans, about the giants? Or is this just a natural formation? You remember that bro that...
It's definitely giants. Something deeper than that.
So why isn't anybody talking about the fact that today in Dallas, Texas, the FBI and police arrested 244 people in a child trafficking ring? You heard what I just said? In Dallas, Texas, they arrested 244 people that were child predators. And the best part about this whole thing is that they found 109 missing children. So apparently this trafficking ring has been going on for a very, very long time. But the FBI and the police are saying that this is only the beginning. They're about to start cracking down on each and every child predator. Now, of course, we know that media tries to keep these things very hush-hush because there's a lot of people involved in these things that they won't like to mention. But children go missing all over this world, all over the United States. And we need answers. And even though they found 109 children, they need to find 109 more. And after that, find 109 more. And they need to arrest more people for these crimes. And now you gotta ask yourself, if they were able to find 109 kids that were missing and arrest 244 people that had something to do with this, how many more kids are missing? How many more people need to be arrested? Good job, but we need more answers. Pay attention. So why isn't anybody talking about the fact that today...
PSA, if I send you this, just know, oh, I'm about to dive in, or however it goes. Respectfully, of course. Disrespectfully, of course. Sensational.
There is footage that has recently came out of what happened during the Malaysian flight.
Oh, the one that went missing.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
So there is this footage that was supposedly recorded on some type of satellite. I'm gonna show you this video, dog. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. This is absolutely crazy, and I don't even know how to explain what I'm even looking at.
Yeah, let me see this. That's insane.
Okay.
So that's the flight.
That's the plane. Yeah, that's the plane.
What is that thing flying around it?
There's 3 of them.
There's like this. Whoa! What the fuck is that?
You see what I'm saying?
There's like these 3. It starts off with 1.
Yeah.
And then two other ones come.
Bro, keep watching. You saw that, right? You saw that, right?
Bro, like a white explosion happened or something, but it didn't look like an explosion. Like
it was like it just said boom,
like a blink,
like it just disappeared.
Yeah,
like it got sent somewhere or something. Okay,
bro, that's some like portal shit,
bro. And then this is where it gets.
It was like
bro,
channeling up energy and like sent it somewhere else or something.
Yeah, bro. And then this is where it gets freaking crazy. They even showed it in thermal.
Yo,
same footage. It's the same footage.
Whoa. What the fuck is that?
You saw it disappear, right?
Yes. Nah, that's insane, bro. If that's legit and like for real,
yeah, bro. Even the guy who was talking about it, this was recorded on a satellite, and for years, bro, they already had this footage.
Bro, that's insane.
Yeah, bro.
Right now, we in rainy season, but let me show you how it look when it rains all day. It kind of look like fall. All you see is leaves falling from the trees everywhere. You can hear the waterfall in the background. This tree right here is a star apple tree, so the apples look kind of purple. When you live off the grid, it's not really easy. You have to learn a lot about nature. I mean a lot. You have to learn about certain insects, snakes, wild animals.
For
so
real.
right here we have a bunch of baby
You
mangoes.
gotta know what's going on around you. Gotta know. For real. You don't know what you might run into. For real.
Mangoes that fell from the tree. You can see the mangoes all over here. Everywhere. What you are looking at right there, that is the mango tree. When you walk over here, you will find another mango tree. This rainy season been kind of bad. It wasn't a lot of mangoes. When I do my meditations, I come right out here and meditate under the mango tree. When you tap into your chakras or do any kind of spiritual work, nature will talk to you. I mean, the soil will talk to you. The plants, the trees, the rain, everything will talk to you. One of the best things you can do for yourself if you come out here in nature is meditate. Quiet your mind and let everything speak to you. That's why they say so above, so below. When you come out here in nature, you will always deal with yourself. When you look into a puddle of water, what do you see? When you look in water, it's the first real mirror. Everything is always talking to you because you are everything. That's why karma exists. If you hurt someone, you hurt yourself. If you heal someone, you heal yourself. Life is nothing but a mirror. One of the best things I love about this, they're fruit and vegetables free. Right now, we in.
That's dope. We got some abundance of fruit probably over there.
This generation is weird. If you don't got designer, you broke. If you compliment or defend someone, you blazing. If you don't post your girl or she don't post you, y'all cheating on each other. If something ain't posted on social media, it never happened. In this generation, you have the most friends when you're the worst version of yourself. This is the most unsupportive generation. Niggas don't support you, like your shit, comment on your shit. They don't support anything that has to do with you because they fear of what you're gonna become. But they'll DM Lil Uzi for happy birthday. Niggas fear what you're gonna
And Lil Uzi don't even know you exist.
become if they put you ahead of them. Liking your shit makes them feel like they putting you ahead of them. So in their minds, it's always a competition. Watch out for niggas who's always in competition with you. It's not a competition, baby. What you doing? Let's both grow together. They watching you. You think they not. When you run into them in person, they tell you all about what was on your story. Oh, I see you just bought your new crib. I see you just bought your new car. So why you ain't share it? Why you ain't like it? Why you ain't comment, gang? We in the most unsupportive generation, man. They made it cool to not show love. Niggas done made it cool to not spread positivity. Talking about some, oh, you glazing him, bro. I'm glazing because I'm showing love. Y'all niggas brainwashed. Ain't nothing that my homies do that I'm not gonna comment on, gang. If I see it, yo, gang, keep going, keep grinding, gang. Y'all niggas weird, man. This generation is...
that is weird, though. For real. You watch what you're doing and don't comment and not even, show support. That's crazy. That's tough.
It's almost wartime. Trump, a lot of y'all dumbass niggas actually went and voted. Right. I don't even know why niggas even vote. But Trump just militarized the police because they know we ready. Because the land is already ours, y'all. They know we're about to come and reclaim our land and kick these motherfuckers out of our ancient buildings. Yes, I'm talking about all the ancient buildings that's made out of stones. We, as the ancient ones, are the stone builders. We didn't build anything from bricks, right? And see, in order for us to come together and be able to do this and evolve, we have to love one another. We have to love one another and understand that this system was created to turn the quote-unquote black man, black woman, the original man and original woman against each other because they know how powerful we are when we come together. When I say they did everything in their power with this money system, with this school system, with the hospitals, y'all know they attack black women more than anybody else in the hospital because they know how powerful our blood and organs are, right? And with the money system, they'll pay a white man way more than they'll pay a nigga. Why? Because they don't want y'all.
Okay.
What you are seeing here is another similarity between the ancient trees of our past and some of the trees today. You see, when the root system hits the underground water level and you cut down the tree, it starts pouring out water like a waterfall, much like you see coming out the tops and the sides of these massive ancient trees. And perhaps that's what caused the Great Flood. Once these massive trees were cut down, could you imagine all of the water gushing out all across this realm, all at once? It wouldn't take that long to flood this world at all. And what we see now are just the remains.
They do say mountains is just chopped down trees.
This is the chaga mushroom. Although technically it is not a mushroom, it is a dense mass of mycelium that grows on birch trees, packed with more antioxidants than any other natural source. It looks like charcoal, but on the inside it is like a treasure chest of gold.
What do you mean you don't know what the mother lode is? The mother lode vein, the quartz vein that's 118 miles long. This is a small part of it. What do you mean you don't know what the mother...
Literally driving itself. There is no...
Did you know that if you boil pineapple peel, hibiscus flower, and a cinnamon stick in enough water for 10 minutes, you'll get a traditional tea that many people use to support circulation, ease urinary discomfort, and care for their health naturally? This homemade remedy is also loved by those who want to feel lighter or reduce bloating. Did you know...
Ai, meu Deus do céu! Vocês estão entendendo o quanto de jacaré tem aqui?
That damn tent will now be a porta potty, because it will be filled to the brim with dookie. Wanks, what be on y'all mind when y'all go do stuff like this?
I'm good.
Nigga, you talking about that lady over there?
I used to hit this bitch that was 70. All I had to do was clean up her kitchen, and she give me a little head sometimes. And she give me like $500 every time I come over. I be talking too damn much. That'd be the issue.
Yeah, people do be talking too much. Sometimes you just gotta shut up. Because we didn't need to know all that. You feel me? We did not need to know all that, man. Dang.
Man, I told my girl I needed some space. You know, so I go and pick up my other little yay. We in traffic going to get some food. Bro, why this bitch dump us both down and she yelling out the window, "Go wait with Jesus." Bro, this bitch tripping.
If you spend your time chasing butterflies, they'll fly away. But if you spend your time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you. When you focus on improving yourself, everything you want will come to you. We attract based on who we are, not what we want. Don't chase, attract. If you...
What do you say?
So if you take Vaseline and mix it with vanilla extract, you can use this on your pets, animals, you, or your kids. This is going to keep all the ticks, fleas off of your pets and animals, while also repelling any kind of bug like mosquitoes away from you and your kids. Enjoy, and be sure to like, share, and leave me a comment on anything you need help with next.
Hey, y'all can't say I'm gonna be bringing y'all some viable videos. Y'all can't say it.
You could be eating this. This is wild food, free, fresh, and growing right under your boots. This one is wood sorrel. 3 leaves. Each one of the leaves are shaped like hearts. It tastes very lemony, has tremendous amounts of vitamin C, and is a nice treat on these springtime days. You can toss it in a salad or dry some for later, or do like I do and eat it as soon as you find it. Learning what's around you is not about saving money. It's about self-reliance learning, one plant at a time. You could be eating this.
That's crazy though. A lot of stuff. We walk right by it. You didn't even know you can use that for your health.
What happened?
I'm falling and I can't reach my blunt.
You can't reach your blunt?
No.
Thank you.
Ah! Ow, motherfucker!
What happened?
Where is he at?
One way you can make your logs burn much longer and more efficiently, especially if you're cooking food or heating up water. Make angled cuts in the bottom of your logs, pound them into the ground, add rocks for more support if needed, then keep adding kindling to the middle till the outside logs catch fire, and then just let it burn. This also gets your fire off the ground if the ground is wet. This is a good alternative to the typical Swedish torch if you don't feel like carrying around a chainsaw in your pack. Here's one way you can make your logs burn much longer and more efficient.
This is green gold, a special type of jade stone that's extremely difficult to find in the mountains of China. It's not easy to discover, but once found, craftsmen carve it into stunning tables that showcase its original untouched color. Known as the rich green stone, its deep natural hue symbolizes prosperity and vitality in Chinese culture. More than just furniture, it's a statement of luxury, tradition, and the timeless beauty of nature shaped by human hands. This is green gold.
Everybody today is chaparral. It's great to cleanse the blood. It's great for cancer, HIV, the skin, burns, colds, the flu, UTIs, and more. Let's get healthy.
Look at this gorgeous sockeye salmon. Big buck male with a beautiful humpback. These guys have traveled so many miles to come and spawn and reproduce, and unfortunately he's towards the end of his life cycle, but what a beautiful fish. That is a lifer right there for me. Such a beautiful fish. Look at those teeth. Insane. Look at this.
I thought superpowers were fake until I watched this. Unbelievable.
Dollar bill and a quarter, right?
Yep.
Watch.
He just sat it down. No strings appear to be attached to this currency. He's already having an effect on the money. His energy is clearly affecting the money. This is insane, y'all.
That's crazy.
He appears to have control over the movement of the money.
How is he doing it? Ain't no string?
This is insane. Stranger Things is based on true events. I have a long form video about it on my YouTube channel. Link is in bio.
You gonna pick the egg? Get your crazy ass up. Look.
Oh. So he's gonna just eat the egg. Ain't that so?
I'm gonna have to cook that one. That was the most redundant shit I ever seen in my life. You gonna protect the egg so you can eat it? Oh yeah, I might have to eat that one. I might have to eat it. You gonna pick the...
Oh man, he gonna eat that chicken? Dang. Oh, what though?
Sentez que la crème a fait un peu effet quand même.
C'est fini.
Non. Ok. Ça va être rapidement. Là, il a déjà fait sa place. Il y a juste à le mettre. Pas pousser.
Now tell me if I'm wrong. Mosquitoes need blood to make babies, but the blood that they need come from us, which got our DNA in it.
Right.
Don't that mean I'm that mosquito daddy?
Okay.
I'm asking.
Okay.
Survival hack: how to make fire. You cannot make fire with that. Impossible. Sorry, you cannot. Oh, it's genius email.
You know what this is? This is the core of the banana stem, hidden beneath layers of tightly packed sheets. To get to it, the entire banana tree is chopped down. Then, the outer shell is sliced open, and the inner stem is popped out, dense, pale, and packed with moisture. Only the sticky, tender tube is kept, rich in fiber and known for its cooling properties. It's sliced into thin pieces, allowing the slices to soak up water as they ferment. Then, to prepare them, rock sugar, ice, and spices are added. This step softens the texture and gives the banana stem a tangy flavor. Once boiled, they're tossed into a hot wok, often cooked with meat and herbs, soaking up the flavor and becoming a savory summer dish. Made from a part of the plant most never think to use. You know what this is?
That look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't you think the inventor of this tsunami survival capsule is a genius? This tsunami survival capsule looks like a giant billiard ball, but it can save your life during earthquakes and tsunamis. The capsule is made of aviation-grade aluminum alloy and can withstand strong impacts. When a disaster occurs, people can quickly enter, close the hatch, and wait for rescue. This survival capsule has a diameter of 1.3 meters, which is large enough to accommodate an adult. It is equipped with a gravity sensor to ensure that it does not flip when stationary. There are aviation-grade shock-absorbing seats and seat belts in the cabin, which will not cause excessive vibration even if it encounters external impact. It has buoyancy and can float even if it falls into the sea. It also stores enough food, water, and oxygen to survive for a week. The outer shell is coated with heat-insulating material and can withstand high temperatures of 1,000 degrees. In addition, the survival capsule will continue to emit infrared distress signals 24 hours a day. So, do you think this survival capsule can really save lives at critical moments?
Yes.
6 uses of birch in survival situations. Carving. Birch is a strong and durable wood but can easily be worked with both fresh and dry. Birch burl is even harder and is ideal for instance, making knife handles and bowls. Basket. Birch bark is flexible and can easily be shaped into a basket. You can either use some natural cordage to sew the bark on the sides, or be more primitive and use clips made of fresh branches. Birch sap. During spring when the leaves start sprouting, you can tap the birch tree for sap. You can drink it straight away, make syrup, or even make alcohol of it. Just remember to plug the tree after tapping it. Chaga. Looks like a burl but is actually a parasitic fungus that infests injured birch trees. It can be consumed as a tea and has many health benefits, and is also a very good fire starter. Tinder. The birch bark is full of oils, making it an outstanding fire starter. It catches sparks easily with a ferro and is a reliable way of starting a fire even in wet conditions. Birch bark tar. The tar is made by dry distillation of oil from the birch bark in an airtight container similar to the process of making charcoal. It is antiseptic and has many applications such as in shampoos, medicine, and waterproofing leather. 6 uses of birch in survival situations.
I have this leftover watermelon from the beach cleanup I did. It was really great watermelon, beautiful. We're gonna put it in here for the chickens, so let's give them a slice or two. The swinging table's great. The chickens love it. I put the watermelon up here, keeps it out of the dirt. Everyone wants to know how I made this swinging table for the chicken food, so I'm gonna show you today how that works. But nope. I have this leftover
What on earth are these people pulling out of the sea that's so black? Well, this is a black seaweed that they cultivate in the oceans. First, they drop nets made of ropes into the sea. After a few days, the seaweed sticks to these ropes, and then they pull it out with the help of a boat and dry it in the sun. After drying, they make chips out of it and sell them because it contains so much protein that you don't feel hungry for 2 days after eating it. What on earth?
Guys, this is so satisfying to watch.
Yeah, what is she doing? Is she cleaning the rock? Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Guys, this
on. Actually, I'll wet him so you can see him. I thought he was a lightning man because I saw him when I was out here in a storm. But turns out that the tip-off was right. So as you can see, what it revealed itself was, here's his head or neck. And this is what I thought was his body. This presented itself to me as legs and arms. And you can see the top look more like lightning. And this circle pattern in the middle is a very familiar pattern all over the world in petroglyphs that were etched. So at first I thought it was the plasma man petroglyph. But it turns out when you put the compass directly here, he's actually directional. So we're a little bit closer to figuring out what this mystery is. North, south, west, and east. And it aligns perfectly. So, pretty exciting. And this is right near the land that's about to be developed, unfortunately, by Darkinjung Local Aboriginal Land Council. So there's every chance this will get erased if the development.
I'm going to show you how I keep mosquitoes away with a cattail. The bugs are pretty bad this time of year, and this is a good way to keep them away. First, I got to dry these cattail heads out. You could leave them out in the sun for about a week and they'll dry that way, but I don't feel like waiting, so I'm going to try and speed dry them. So I'm going to put them in this metal pot and leave them sit over the fire for a few hours. They may or may not be burnt to a crisp, but we'll find out. Not looking too bad. Some of the ones on the bottom are pretty burnt, but the rest of them are looking good. Now I'm going to light one and it'll burn just like a cigar. It'll smolder and create lots of smoke. Then I'll put these in my holders and surround my campsite with them. Bugs hate smoke, so this is a great way to keep them away. You just want to make sure you dry them out somehow like I did, or else they won't burn. Then just place them upwind of wherever you're going to be hanging out and you'll be good to go. You'll be breathing in smoke, but at least you'll be bug free. I like to make a bunch of these beforehand and keep them in my pack for when I need them. Great for fishing on those bug-filled summer evenings. They usually burn for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to show you how. It's good.
But they don't want anybody living out in the boonies. Anybody that's got a couple of acres of land and his own water supply and can grow his own food and that kind of thing, or have some sheep or some chickens, these people are a threat to the collectivist society, because they aren't going to go to the politicians and say, please feed me, please clothe me, please give me shelter. They tend to be independent. That's the secret behind Agenda 21. They want people out of the country. They want corporations out there growing all the food and that kind of thing, but they don't want anybody living out there, because that way they cannot be controlled. In order to control mankind, we have to get them all into the big cities. We have to rack them up and stack them up get them dependent on the state for that they don't want anybody.
What are you doing, Grandpa? What is that?
I'm ovening some wood.
You're ovening wood?
Yes.
What kind of wood is that?
It's wood from a wine barrel.
That's definitely why it's red then. Alright, so yeah, that is wood from a wine barrel. I guess they aged it in there pretty good. So, how long are we going to toast this for? I guess that's what we're doing, is toasting it. So what temperature are you putting it on?
Baking it at 400 degrees.
Bakes in the corner.
Bake it.
And it's going for 400?
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to 400 degrees. How long are we leaving it in?
3 full hours.
3 full hours?
3 full hours.
Alright, we got 90 minutes. That's as high as the timer will go. And we'll do it again.
When it's done baking, we're going to age our moonshine in it.
That's the brandy shine too.
Yes.
That's going to be good.
Yes.
Like and follow for the next part, everybody.
Did you know that in Japan, some farmers protect their corn without using any chemical pesticides at all? Their method is both clever and eco-friendly. They simply let chickens roam freely through the cornfields. Before the corn matures, the chickens eat up all the harmful insects, acting as natural pest control. Plus, they lay eggs while they're at it. Talk about a win-win. When harvest time approaches, the farmers move the chickens and collect the eggs, then begin harvesting the corn. But it doesn't stop there. The leftover corn stalks aren't wasted. Farmers gather them up, shred them with machines, and then bury the mulch in onion fields.
Oh, wow.
Over time, the organic matter breaks down and turns into rich natural fertilizer for the next onion crop.
They use everything.
The entire process uses little to no chemical additives. It protects the soil, boosts crop quality, and shows how Japanese farmers work in harmony with nature. It's a smart, sustainable way to farm, both green and efficient. Did you know that
You ever know you might need it?
Look at this. In the Chinese countryside, people are using the power of the sun to boil water. This mirrored dish focuses sunlight directly onto a kettle, generating enough heat to boil water for tea, cooking, or cleaning. No fire or electricity needed. It's a smart, fuel-free solution that works best on clear, sunny days. Once the water is ready, it's stored in insulated flasks to stay hot longer. Ever seen solar cooking like this before? Look at this.
Ever seen road workers in Germany laying down what looks like giant electric blankets on the road? It's not for comfort, it's smart engineering. These are electric road heating blankets, and they're used during cold weather. When the temperature drops and frost starts to form, these heated mats melt ice and snow fast, making the road safe to drive on and preventing damage from freezing. What do you think of this invention?
Oh my God. Wow. Ooh. Ooh.
They say the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans don't mix, but they do. The trick: different salinity and temps keep them layered like oil and water. One's saltier, the other's fresher, so they don't blend easily. Nature's version of you. Stay on your side. Crazy, right?
Here's how I make functional pottery entirely from nature, and it all starts with finding wild clay. Clay is found where the plants don't grow. In these places, the wild clay is so pure it just needs some temper added. Fine sand is a great temper. It needs to be thoroughly mixed in to stabilize the clay to make pottery. Once your wild clay is tempered, it's ready to sculpt. No wheel is needed for this. With a little practice, it can be shaped by hand and with simple tools made from nature. To make really nice looking vessels, it takes a lot of practice. It took me years to develop this level of hand building skill. coils. It's easiest to start with a small pinch pot, and then apply coils to build up the pottery to the size you want. These coils are easily smoothed and blended using scraping tools like this GAWD scraper. Lots of scraping is done to get the shape just right, and then the pottery can be decorated if you want. Materials from nature are great decoration tools for incising the pottery. Then it's set to dry for a while. Once it's a little bit past leather hard, I start burnishing it. Burnishing is the process that smooths the outer surface of the clay using a smooth stone. When this is done, the texture of the finished pottery will be so smooth it won't require any glaze. Now it just needs another day or two to fully dry, and then it's ready for firing. To fire primitive pottery like this, only a campfire is needed. Warm your pottery around the fire, rotating it periodically until it's so hot you can't hold it. At that point, you can start introducing it closer and closer to the coals. Do this gradually until it's surrounded by coals. At that point, you can safely build up the fire. Let the fire burn until the pottery is glowing red hot. This is the critical temperature where the clay transforms into ceramic, and once it cools, it will no longer dissolve in water. Be sure to protect the pottery from wind as you allow it to cool. A single gust of wind can cool the pottery too fast and crack it at this stage. This pot broke in a few spots because I didn't preheat it quite hot enough. That's okay though, I'm copying this design and I've got another one in the works already. Here's how I make functional pottery entirely.
So he's saying he's 62, y'all. Do he look 62? He lying.
You can't never believe me whenever I tell him that I'm 62 years old. Yeah, you heard that right, 62. And people always think that I dye my hair black. No, if you look on the sides, I got a little bit of gray in there, a little bit in the beard, but hey, other than that, I'm aging fine. And a lot of people got this misconception about blue collar workers. Oh, they age quicker, they look bad for their age. Yeah, well, a lot of them drinking energy drinks all the time, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer. Not me. I've been eating watermelon. Watermelon with organic honey on it. You put some honey on the watermelon. Man, I eat probably 4 whole watermelons every single week. I love watermelon, and there's something about it, man. It keeps you hydrated, keeps you looking young, keeps your skin clean, no acne or none of that. It keeps your freaking energy levels, bam, up there too. Man, lay off the alcohol, eat you some damn watermelon. That's what you need to do. I mean, you don't see many 62-year-olds look like me. Work hard, eat clean. People can't never believe me whenever I tell them that I'm...
Is he 62, y'all? Y'all think he's 62? He lying, ain't he? He lying. He lying.
This is one of my new favorite camping snacks. And all it is applesauce. Modified applesauce. Makes a great trail snack as is, or you can turn it back into normal applesauce very quickly. Crush it up in the package, then I'll add water to it and mix it up. Keep adding water as needed till it's back to its original consistency. Tastes just like it did before I freeze-dried it. After this applesauce is freeze-dried and packaged, it should last for around 25 years in storage, even though I'll use it long before then on my camping trips. 99% of the moisture will be removed, significantly reducing its weight, and the more lightweight your food is, the more you can carry. This is one of my new...
That's dope. I mean, you can do that. Freeze-dried applesauce. Salvage tried that? Sound good.
I know y'all ain't finna jump him. Y'all better not jump him. It's 4 against 1. You better whoop their ass. I want y'all to fight him. I want y'all. You go. Go somewhere. Hold on. Oh, they trying to jump him. Oh.
Raw apple is the best for gut health. Cooked apple is the best for reducing cholesterol. Raw tomato is the best for skin health. Cooked tomato is the best for fighting inflammation. Raw carrot is the best for boosting digestion. Cooked carrot is the best for heart health. Raw spinach is the best for energy. Cooked spinach is the best for iron absorption. If nature don't make it, don't take it. Raw apple.
This must be one of them charm bracelets, because my girl is turning every Coke into a cocktail. I'm pretty sure this is not Cartier, but it might be Cuervo. Ma'am, you were taking day drinking to a whole nother level. This must...
Alright, y'all. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be back with yet another upload. That being said, y'all have a good rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.